How's everybody doing this evening? Hello, it's Dr. K for our sunset musings. We have our regular sunset with a bright sun and no clouds, and it will be beautiful just as always. How is everybody doing? I'll wait for a few of you guys to come on, but I have some thoughts, and in the meantime, we're gonna find some beautiful saguaros like this one over here. Oh, I can't wait. Hello! I can't wait for them to, hopefully you can drive by, and when they are really in bloom, oh, it's going to be so beautiful. I would love for you as you come on just to share how you are doing, meaning like in one word, how would you describe? Is it joyful? Is it peaceful? Is it overwhelmed? Is it sad? Which word would best describe how you're doing? Look at that bright sun. Hello. So for me, my word for right now, for today, is hopeful. And it wasn't so yesterday, but today the word I have is hopeful. And please share your word if you feel comfortable. And it could be, like I said, overwhelmed, sad, discouraged, and or it could be something expansive. I want to share with you today, for it's actually lovely to look at it through a tree. Isn't that just beautiful? Hello, birdie. I would love to share with you today as the sun is setting, just a little recap and little reflection that I have from today visiting with our patients. I had somebody that came not to see me per se, but they came all the way from Abu Dhabi, and since they're here, they decided to do a visit to see, get a second opinion, to see what we can offer. And the idea is that there's a little different medicine available or not as much available there, and it's great to get a second opinion. And the idea is that this one beautiful patient, she has seen so many providers, and she has seen so many doctors telling her it's just your hormones or it's just age. My goodness, that one is a tough one for me, because it's usually not ever just age. And she wasn't told she's making it up, but her blood work looks good, so it's like there's nothing going on here, so it's nothing we can do. And the take-home message I have from today, hello Birdie, thank you for agreeing with us, is never ever 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 give up on your health and on your body, on the ability to feel vibrant and healthy again. I am so, on a daily basis, I am being, blasted with what actually are we being told. And it's not just in the media, it's literally by physicians. Doctors come say, it's, you're just going to live with this, or there's nothing we can do, or it's just going to get worse, or as I told you, you have 5 years to live, or there's nothing wrong with you. I mean, you name it. It's like, it has been so hopeless for so many of my patients. And the message that I have, and that's the biggest message I can put into the world, is when we really boil the symptoms down, when we look at the blood work, when we look at the origin, when anything starts, we can literally piece all the puzzle pieces together, and what comes out as the end product is the body telling us in its own language what is going on, what it's missing, what it's needing. And it also, with the symptoms, it's doing one thing. It's trying to do the best for us that it can. It's trying to preserve as much vitality as it possibly can, meaning, sexual function goes down, wayside because the body is not a priority. Means, as I was saying, when the thyroid gets plugged up with toxins and toxins get stuck in the cells of the thyroid, the cell looks different. So the body then, in the hope and in the doing the best it can, it tries to go and cleans it up with antibodies, creating autoimmune condition. The blood pressure being high, oftentimes I just learned from a chiropractor. I saw one of a kind chiropractor who studied, from his father and his teachers. He works special technique with adjusting the atlas, and they actually did a study, and they were featured on a TV. They did a study where the opening the atlas, the adjustment of it, decreases blood pressure, because they were able to actually measure that the blood flow gets obstructed into the brain, and the body is trying to push the pressure into the brain, hence increasing blood pressure. Same thing happens with the liver. There's always a reason behind the quote-unquote madness when it comes to the symptom of the body. It's never random. And somehow we have made the symptoms the bad guy, and we have made the body with the symptoms the bad guy. And the more we have, the more we need to disconnect. And the end product is we take symptoms, we try to make them go away instead of working with the body. So the message today, and somebody had to come all the way from Abu Dhabi, and it was beautiful to meet with them, to really have me. It's like the body really speaks to us, and it's for us to learn to listen. And again, I'm just gonna encourage you, never ever ever give up on your health. It may come in a way that you have not expected. It oftentimes comes for many people where they exhausted all their resources, and then the one thing that they do is just creates the switch. And oftentimes it's this, like I said, it's not one thing, it's the pieces of the puzzle, putting them together. So thank you guys for being there. Hello, look at that, the sun is almost setting. Is that Mary there? I can't see. What would be your word for today? What would be your word to seeing the sun go down? It's beautiful as always. Thank you so much for watching. I am contemplating what would we want to do for our next Medical Monday. Do you have any thoughts on that? Please let me know your thoughts on the next organ for the Medical Monday. Any interest? We did thyroid so far. We did the skin and a little bit the joints. I think we want to do eyesight. Let's do eyesight on Monday. And maybe we'll do both. We'll do kind of the face. We'll do the eyes, and we'll do the smell and the sinuses. We'll kind of work a little bit with that. So we'll start with the eyesight, and then we'll move. We'll see how much time we have. We'll move to the nasal, sinuses, and then maybe we'll go dental. But dental and mouth will be a whole different one in of itself. But we'll start there. Do you have words for today? No? Good. Well, you can have my hopeful. And the part, it was just so beautiful to see every single day. I never get tired of it, just to see how the body is literally just following every single symptom. Is just the next step in trying to create homeostasis. As the sun is setting, the body is pushed one way. It tries to bring it back up, and sometimes it overshoots, but it's always trying to bring it as close as it can to center. And sometimes it gets really stuck, so it only can go as far as it can. Grounded. I like that. Hi, Elizabeth. I love grounded. Oh my goodness. Yes. We got hopeful and grounded so far. Oh, I love that. Thank you for sharing. And thank you for being here for our sunset. And thank you for allowing me to share my reflection from visiting with patients today, and hopefully give you a little bit of a encouragement to come in more of a connection with the body, and appreciation and gratitude and compassion, and more of a questioning. Oh, thank you, Son. Good night. We're almost complete with our April month, going into the powerful, powerful month of May. And where I'm going to complete here for our sunset musings, thank you so much for being there, is especially, I shared that with you a few times, but I am seeing when we are at a powerful crossroad in our life, when we are, in a big struggle like a pandemic, something that we're being really pushed to limit. Hey, good night. Cheryl, we were asking for a word. Do you have a word that you feel that can summarize? Thank you for being here. Appreciate that. When we're being pushed, and when the year itself is pushing us, oftentimes there is a big picture healing that the body is also asking to do. Because remember, the body doesn't stand as on its own. It's the physical with the mental, emotional, and there's the spiritual energy aspect. So oftentimes the body is holding the container, meaning if there is disconnect and imbalance in the other parts, the mental, emotional, and the spiritual, sometimes the body kind of takes the brunt of it, and it really is being pushed past its limit on top of the physical. So something like this year 5 and this coming up month 5 is going to potentially be more telling when it comes to hopeful and promise. Oh, thank you so much. That's beautiful. So it has the potential to really open up more of this connection, and sometimes for us to see and be more connected, we potentially may need to be pushed into the discomfort more. So I'm just putting it out there. If that starts happening for you, take a deep breath. It's like, okay, what am I not seeing? What am I not? Can I reflect within myself? Can I journal? Can I get, someone to witness me? And, okay, I'm going to take a little moment to just receive the answers. So thank you so much for being here tonight. Thank you for sharing your words. Hopeful, grounded, and promise. Oh, how beautiful. Good night, and I will see you tomorrow. Bye.